In this video, I'm going to show you that how can you use Firecrawl with Antigravity so that you can scrape any website according to your needs, and also if needed, then you can get any information from the site very easily inside the Antigravity. So first thing first, let me show you that how the Firecrawl really works. I'm in the Firecrawl. So in here you can see that through the Firecrawl we can actually get access to these kind of tools. We can go with scrape. So basically the scrape means you only have to give a URL of a page or like a website page, and that will scrape only that sub page or only that page, and it will give all of the informations to you. The second thing, you can go with the search tool. So basically you can actually search to the web. Based on the search topic, it will gather all the informations in the web and it will come with those kind of stuffs. The third tool is the most advanced tool of the Firecrawl, so which is the AI agent tool. So in that case, you only have to give a website address or any kind of URL, and after that you have to actually say that what the exact informations you need in natural language. You can describe that, and after that it will just scroll all of the site, or after that it will scroll all of the page, and then it will give you like exact those kind of informations in a very markdown format. The fourth tool is the mapping. So basically in that case, if you need all the social media URLs from a site and also the content informations, in that case you can actually use the mapping tool. And as you can see, that it says attempts to output all websites URL in a few seconds. The last one is the crawl. So the scraping and the crawl, it's kind of like same, but there is a huge difference between that. The scraping is kind of like if you actually give a website or if you give a like site link, in that case it will only just go to that page and it will scrape that thing. But however the crawl is if you give a website link, and it will not only just scrape that exact page, it will scrape out all of the available pages of that site. So in that case, if a website has so many buttons or like so many pages, sub pages which are hidden like behind the buttons, behind the links, through this crawling option you can actually get all the informations, or you can actually scrape out all of the sub pages from that exact site. So let me show that how this thing really works. At first, this is my website Upward AI. As you can see that that's very simple, and all I have to do is like if I want to scrap that, I'll just kind of like copy the link, and then in the place of link I'll just paste that, and here I'm going with the scrap, and after that in the place of format I can actually select that what I really need. So in this case I'm actually going with a summary also, and also I need the screenshot, and for the screenshot I'm going with the full page, and also I need the branding, kind of like this thing, and then I'll just go with again start the scraping. And after some minutes, as you can see that it actually came out all the four things that I really needed. So that's the Upward AI, and that's the first headline, and this all the informations in here as you can see, which is really cool. And this one is markdown, which is very simple. And right now if I go with the summary, so there's a very simple summary which is generated with AI based on all of the informations through the markdown, and it actually generated this summary about my site. If I go to the screenshot, you can see there's a screenshot of my site, which is really cool. Yeah, absolutely really cool. So basically that's actually a screenshot of the exact site. So if I kind of like go in the brandings, you can see that that's about the informations about the branding. So this is the theme, these are logos, there's actually buttons, primary, secondary, these colors are actually used. There's the typography information, there's the fonts, there's the colors, there's the spacing informations, personality informations, all the things are in here. And also it kind of like find out the audiences, like who will be the audiences, who will be the visitors of this site, business owners and professional interest in AI automation. And not only this, also if you go in the JSON section, you can actually see a complete markdown of the JSON code of the exact website, which is really cool. So if you want to digest these things to an AI agent or to an AI model, then this JSON code is the best option for that. So yeah, that's the things we can actually do, which is really cool. And also if you want, we can actually use the AI agent. So as I told you, like in that case you have to actually give the website address, and after that if you need any kind of information from that website address, you can ask that. So now let me show you that how can you use this Firecrawl with Antigravity so that you can actually use everything inside an AI agent or like inside a code base, and that will be really cool for you. So if you never used before Antigravity, first of all you have to actually download the Antigravity in your device, and after that this kind of like thing will just pop up in front of you. Make sure that you actually connect your Antigravity with the Google account of yours, and then you have to just create a folder. Just create here open folder, and then I'll just kind of like go with a new folder. And after creating the folder, all I have to do is like select that and just go with like select the folder. So what's gonna happen, these like AI agent or like this Antigravity will only use that folder to store all of the codes or kind of like this kind of stuffs in that exact folder. So as you can see that that's the folder is right now enabled, and here also you can see that the AI agent has been enabled in the right side, and here we can actually go with 2 modes, planning or like first. So if you want to go with the planning mode, so basically what's gonna happen, like when you actually give a task, it will show you the plan that these kind of things it will do one after another, and every time you have to actually go with the proceed or you have to actually accept that thing. And if you go with the first mode, so what's gonna happen in that case, it will not show you that what it will really do. Or another way, if I actually say that, like it will not ask for any kind of permission from you. So I prefer you, if you actually go with a very complex task, go with the planning mode, but if you actually go with a very simple task, go with the first mode. And here also we can actually select the model, which model you want to choose. In this case I'm actually using the Gemini 3 Pro, which is the high level model. Right now our main task is to add the Firecrawl with our anti-gravity, right? So what I'll do is very simple. At first I'll click in these 3 dots and I'll just go with like MCP servers, and after that just go with manage MCP servers. Also you can see that like there's so many MCP servers, you can actually directly add that to anti-gravity, but the Firecrawl is not by default in here, so that we have to manually add that. So in that case just click here manage MCP servers, and after that what's gonna happen, like this kind of like thing pop up in front of you. In here I already added the Firecrawl, that's why you can kind of like seeing that, but if you're not, then it will be just kind of like empty. So in the case what you have to do is just go with this view raw config, and after that this kind of like thing pop up in front of you. So what you have to do is like you have to just come to your Firecrawl, and then you have to just go with this dashboard, and after going to the dashboard go in the docs. So basically you have to come here in the place of MCP server, and then you have to actually go with the running on Google Antigravity. Also if you want you can actually run that on N10, Cloud Code, whatever actually you want to use, and also you can actually run that on VS Code. But in this case I want to show you that how you can run that with Google Antigravity. So in that case I'm going with that, and I can see there's a very simple tutorial how you can actually do that. And basically all I have to do is like you have to actually copy that code, you can see this one, and then you have to go to Antigravity again, and in the config just paste that, and in that place you have to actually give the Antigravity API key. How you can actually get that? Again very simple, just go to Antigravity again, and there I'll just go here in my dashboard, and after that here you can see that there's an option which is called API keys. Click that, and then you can just copy the API key. After just copying the API key, all you have to do is like you have to go to the Antigravity again, and in the exact place between the double quotation just delete that thing, and there just paste the API key. And after doing that all I have to do is like go here in the place of MCP servers, and after that click the refresh, and then it will take time to actually show you the Firecrawl in here. And after seeing the Firecrawl all you have to do is like enable that if it's not enabled. That's it, that's all you have to do. And then you have to just come to your AI agentic section or the coding section again. So let's check that is the Firecrawl working or not with the anti-gravity. And to start the work we have to just enable the agent section again, and for that I'll just click here Ctrl+L, and that this kind of like command box will pop up in front of me. And here I'm going with the planning mode, and also I'm going with the Gemini 3 Pro, and here I'm actually giving the command like what I really have to do with the site. So in here I'm actually going with the same command, so I'm going with the my website URL, and then I'm giving this thing in here, and after that I have to give the command that what I really need from the site. I need you to crawl over all of the site and find out all the informations those are available in that exact site by using the Firecrawl MCP server that I added with you. And also make sure that you give me a very clear and complete screenshot of the site, and also if possible then I need all the contact informations about the site. Lastly I need a very clear summary about the site. So yeah, give me those things. And also without the MD file I also need a CSV or like a XLS file so that I can easily import all the informations in Excel sheet. So that's the command really is. As you can see I used very normal language, you know, in a very broken English. So what I'll do after giving the command I'll go with send. So right now what this AI agent will really do is it will just create a plan what this AI agent really have to do by using the Gemini 3 Pro, and then it will show me in a MD file that you know what, I'll just create this pattern, I'll just create this path. So that's how I can actually do this kind of thing that you actually say to me. If you say proceed, then I'll actually go and do this task. So as I told you, after some time it's asking for the permission to allow this thing. So I kind of like go with always allow, so that in next time it will not ask for the next permissions. Also if you notice that, you can see that in the task kind of like showing me what the task it's kind of like doing. It will map the website structure, it will scrape website content and take the screenshot, it will extract the content information and generate a summary. Also it will create a CSV report because that's what I requested, and also lastly it will verify the artifacts and notify the user. So again, it's kind of like asking for the allow, and then I'll just give the allow again. It's kind of like saying that it's opening that thing in the URL in the browser, and by using the Firecrawl, it's kind of like scrolling all over the site and it's kind of like finding out all the informations that I requested. And the best thing is like using the Firecrawl with Antigravity. Which tool you want to use? Like, do you want to use the scrape or search, agent, map, crawl? So in that case, you have to actually manually choose that what the thing really have to choose. But if I use that with Antigravity, just by understanding my natural language, just my understanding that what I really need, it will use the exact tool like based on when it needed. So as you can see that just in some seconds, it kind of like saying me here's all of the information that you actually requested. So here's actually the contact informations. Here you can see that that's the WhatsApp number, it find it out. That's my email address, it find it out. There's the calendar link, there's the YouTube URL, there's the Instagram URL, there's the school community link, there's the Twitter link, there's the main URL of the website, and also there's some related things in here, which is really cool. So just understand that it's very hard for someone to actually find out these things manually. So if I can like show you, you can see that no informations, even my WhatsApp number is not directly in here. So basically by using that button, it's kind of like finding out this number, and also if I show you the email address, it's not there available directly. By using that button, it's kind of like finding out all the informations. Really cool, and I really satisfied with that. So that's the contact informations. And if I go with the site summary, you can see that a beautiful markdown file or .md file about the website, like you can see that, which is really cool. So that's the saying that Upward AI website summary. There's a URL, there's the overview about the site, there's the service I offer. So it seems like a very professional person actually made that thing. Here's the key metrics about the site. Here's the founder profile, my name Rakin, my background. So basically I'm a content creator, also an automation expert. I have a AI community expertise. I'm all kind of like these things. Community, what I do, like my community name is Hello AI. So in the YouTube, basically I go with like tutorials and guides. Instagram, daily updates, really cool. Call to action, this is primary. Drives visitors to book a free consultation, call via Calendly or join their school community. So you can understand that when you actually use the Firecrawl in the previous time manually, it was not that much perfect. The result one was not that much perfect, but by using the Firecrawl with Antigravity, we can actually get very deep informations. And as I showed you that, also it actually given us this CSV file. As you can see, that's actually a CSV file. If I want, I can directly put that to my Excel sheet very easily. Now let me say something about the pricing of the Firecrawl, like how much it will cost you. So basically when you sign up for the first time for Firecrawl, they will give you 500 pages limit. It's mean like 500 credits. And after that, you have to go with the monthly or like yearly subscription plans. The link has been given in the description about that Firecrawl. By the way guys, if you want to learn more about these kind of things in more detail, then you can join the Hello AI community. That's my private community. So inside there you will get access to all of my AI agents, templates, workflows, prompts, codes, everything. So basically after joining, you can learn more about this kind of stuff in more details with hand-on practices. And not only this, we do live session call every week where you can join and ask me anything there. Also, while building something, if you face any problem, then you can chat with me through the chat options. So yeah, that's it guys. I hope you understand everything. If you're new in this channel, make sure to give a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comment box if you have any doubts. So see you in the next video. Till then, peace.